Hey guys, welcome back. Hope you're all well. Okay, so new year, loads of new games coming out, and I thought, you know what, I'm going to put a list together, and I thought I'd talk about the games that I'm really looking forward to the most this year. So there's a lot of stuff coming out. I've gone through all the lists online, and I've just picked out, I think it's about 10 that are the games that really have stood out for me and I want to play the most. So they're in no particular order as well. So first up, we got Days Gone, which is a PS4 exclusive. So it's like a post-apocalyptic zombie game, but you're playing a character who's part of a motorcycle gang, and so you can use your motorcycle to go from area to area. It's quite large by the look of it, and it's got the whole Last of Us vibe going on. Very dark, very gritty, like a lot of games unfortunately are nowadays. But yeah, I don't know. The first demo they showed, I think it was 2016 E3. It was more about how many enemies they can have on screen and the HDR lighting and stuff, because they were pushing 4K HDR at the time. Yeah, I mean, it looked alright. I thought it was good and it was interesting, but I did also think, I don't think I'd play it because the amount of zombies in that, you just get overwhelmed and it'll just frustrate me and make me throw the controller. But the demo last year's E3 2017, I actually thought was a lot better. It showed more of the actual gameplay, where he was sneaking into camps. There's a tripwire on the road, and it showed the alternative options that you have there to either go through the tripwire and set it off and have the enemies come at you and you have to fight your way out, or to take up a position elsewhere and wait for someone to set the trap off and then attack them, and to find your way through a camp and all kinds of different things. I thought the game looked a lot more interesting in the second demo that they showed. I'm still not 100% because of the whole swarming of enemies. It might get a little frustrating, but I'm interested enough that I really want to play that game, so we shall see. But Days Gone looks pretty good so far. The next one is a game that I'm looking forward to very much. I've been waiting for this for quite a while now, and that is the new game from David Cage, Quantic Dream, which is Detroit Become Human. I'm really excited for this. Big fan of David Cage's work. You know, Fahrenheit was fantastic, or Indigo Prophecies it was in the US. And then of course Heavy Rain was the one that just totally blew my mind. That game is so good. I absolutely love that game. Beyond Two Souls was alright. It wasn't a patch on Heavy Rain, but it was a good game on its own. Just coming off the back of Heavy Rain, it just really didn't hit me as well as Heavy Rain did, but it was decent. But Detroit Become Human, the more I see it, the more it's looking amazing. I think it was, if I remember right, it was PlayStation Experience not long ago, which was crap, by the way. And they did show, that was when I did the walkthrough, and they was getting the crowd to interact and to decide what to do. It looks so good. The problem is, though, with all these David Cage games, there's so many branching paths that it could take you forever to actually fully 100% the game, which is not something I normally do. But you know, if you are that kind of person, the completionist, then Jesus, man, that game's going to kill you, because there's so many variants that you can do just in terms of what they showed at Experience, where you're talking down a robot, or it's not a robot, is it? But you know what I mean. I can't think of the word. I've forgotten. Not a cyborg either. It's the other one. I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, you got to talk him down and stop him killing the kid. And there's so many different ways of doing it. You can just shoot him in the face. You can actually talk him down out of it. And there's alternatives. No matter whatever your actions you take are going to impact on the story and how it unfolds, which I think is brilliant. That's what they did with the previous games as well. But you know, the technology now, they can do a lot more. And visually, the game is absolutely stunning. I know a lot of people don't like David Cage games because they feel that Cage really wants to make films, not games. Which, you know, I understand that criticism. But for me, I've always been a fan of his work. I think he does amazing work. His team as well, obviously, is not just David Cage on his own. But Quantic Dream put out fantastic games, and they are very much Marmite games. You know, you are going to love or hate them. But yeah, Detroit Become Human is massively high on my list. I mean, it's probably the number one game I'm looking forward to, actually. The next one is a game that apparently is coming out this year. I hope so. Anyway, there's no official date yet, but it's Spider-Man for the PS4. The demo at E3 was absolutely fantastic. Was that last E3 or the one before? I can't remember now. Problem is with Sony, they announce these games and you end up waiting like 2 years before you actually see anything of them. But yeah, Spider-Man demo was fantastic. I don't usually play Spider-Man games, but that demo looked so good. Graphically, it looked fantastic, obviously. Of course it did. But the actual gameplay, the way you traverse the buildings, the way you interacted with the environments and use the environments against the enemies, it felt really, really good. So I'm hoping it plays as well as it looks in the demo. And I think it's Insomniac that's making it, so you know, I've got faith it's going to be good because they're a good company. But yeah, Spider-Man definitely does look to be a fantastic title. And then we got some Nintendo love. So got the new Yoshi game coming out, which I'm very excited for, because in the past wasn't a big fan of the Wii U. Got burnt with it, dumped it. so I never got to play Yoshi's Woolly World, and I really wanted to play that game. It looks so good. I'm still hopeful because Nintendo are remastering a lot of the Wii U library at the moment. They're going to remaster Yoshi's Woolly World as well, which would be great. And the new Yoshi game, I think, from the little clip I saw when it was announced, is the same sort of thing. So the same sort of 3D platform with beautiful, cutesy graphics. Very excited to play that. I love Yoshi, whatever you want to call him, before anyone says it in the comments, because somebody will. But yeah, I'm very excited to play that one. And if we get Yoshi's Woolly World as well, fantastic. So the next one is a game we only found out about a couple of days ago at the Nintendo Direct Mini, which is Kirby Star Allies. I've never played a Kirby game before, but I watched that and I was like, my God, that looks absolutely stunning. The graphics were beautiful. And the graphics on these Switch games are looking so nice. And it looked like a really, really good fun platform. I don't know why I've never give Kirby a try, to be honest, because it's a platform game, so I should enjoy it. So yeah, I really want to give that one a try. It's coming out in March as well, which is, you know, I've only just got a Switch and there's so many games already out that I want to play, and then there's more games coming and it's like, Jesus Christ. And they're so expensive anyway, obviously, like most modern games. But yeah, Kirby Star Allies looks really, really good. Then we got another game which I'd never normally play, but I really liked what they showed at the Nintendo Direct Mini, and that is Mario Tennis Aces. Which, you know, it's a Mario sports game. And it would be normally quite linear, but they are actually adding the story mode, so I'm really fascinated to see how that's actually going to pan out. I don't know what they're going to do there, that'd be really good. But, you know, it's Nintendo, so it's going to be great. But I really like the look of it. It's fantastic. I just want something a bit different as well. I just wanted to just kick back with, you know. I'm sort of changing the styles of games I've played too many violent video games and I'm kind of like sick of them a bit at the moment. And I want to just try something a little bit different. So obviously I've been playing Mario Odyssey, which is just absolutely ridiculously good. Such a great game. I just finished that the other day and now going around trying to find moons. I don't want to get onto that old collector fun of just finding every moon, because I think there's going to be so many to find. It'll take forever, so I might not end up doing that, but at the moment it's giving me enough extra gameplay to really keep going, and it's so good. So yeah, loving the Switch, by the way. Next one is Red Dead Redemption 2. So yeah, first game, absolutely brilliant. Love the Wild West theme. Had a lot of fun with John Marston in the first game. So I'm excited to see what they're doing. It's Rockstar, so you know it's going to be a quality title and quite a large world as well. So yeah, Red Dead, I think most people are looking forward to that one. Then we have Anthem, which was announced initially at the Xbox E3 when they was talking about the Xbox One X, which was, I believe, last year's E3. It looked really good. It's like a sci-fi third-person mech-style adventure, blow the shit out of aliens kind of game with absolutely ridiculous graphics. So, I mean, I'm going to have it on PS4, so I won't be getting the Xbox One X oomph. But, you know, it is what it is. It still looked really good on the Pro, I think, anyway. But yeah, the demo they showed looked really, really nice. So it's not the kind of game I'd normally play. I mean, I like third-person action games, but like mechs and things don't really do it for me. I don't know if it's technically a mech. I mean, it's really like a cyber suit, like a sort of like, what was I thinking of then? Like Centurions, the old cartoon, that kind of thing. Might even read that a little bit. So yeah, I don't know. But Anthem looks really good, so I put it on my list because I want to play it. Next one is an absolute must-have, and that is Street Fighter 30th Anniversary Collection. Bit of a mouthful. So it's basically a ton of Street Fighter games. So you get like all the Street Fighter 3 games. There's the Zero or Alpha games, depending on where you are in the world. So Zero 3, my favourite, or Alpha 3. Can't wait. I'm really excited about that. I'm going to buy it on Switch as well. It's on all three platforms, but, you know, I'd rather play it on Switch because you can take it around with you. So it makes more sense. And the last one is the one I'm most interested in, besides Detroit Become Human, mainly because we know nothing about it so far. And I'm intrigued to see where they take the story this time and the gameplay as well. And it is Shadow of the Tomb Raider. Now, apparently, I read online the other night, they are expecting an unveiling quite early this year. And then the game should be released not long afterwards, so the developers said. Which is great. If it does actually come out this year, then I'm very excited, because the 2013 reboot is the Tomb Raider game I've played the most out of all the Tomb Raider games ever released. I've never really been into the franchise, but that game is absolutely stunning. I mean, just as an example to how much I like that game, I've actually lost count of how many times I've completed it now, but I have completed it on the PS3, the Xbox 360, the PS4 and the Xbox One multiple times, and I still continue to go back and play it nowadays. It's just such a fun game. Great story, fantastic level design, and it's just really, really fun action game. Now, Rise of the Tomb Raider, I played it the first time and I thought it was all right. I've tried to go back to it since, and I just can't get into it. I usually get a couple of hours into it and get bored and turn it off. I just find that the second one, because everybody was pissed off about the fact that the first one was so action orientated, there wasn't enough tomb raiding. They've gone, oh, well, we'll listen to like everything nowadays, with social media, and everyone goes, we better listen to the fans now because all these people are moaning, so we better go the opposite direction and we'll just make it more about tomb raiding and cut the action down. And then all of us who like the action are going, oh, for God's sake, this is boring. So I'm hoping that the Shadow of the Tomb Raider is going to have a nice balance between the two, because the action in Rise of the Tomb Raider was crap. Most of the time it wasn't difficult. The only hard part was at the end when you're running around in a circle and doing that horrible crap stuff they do in a lot of games, where you're just running around in circles, swarmed by enemies and screaming and swearing at the TV, which is never a fun time. But other than that, the enemies didn't really pose much of a threat, and it was kind of boring. Whereas in the first one, in 2013, if you went on your game, you get your ass handed to you. When you get to the shanty town, they just kick the hell out of you in there. It's such a great game, that was. I love it. And I thought the story in Rise of the Tomb Raider was good as well. It was on par with the first one. I wouldn't say it was better, but it was a good, solid story. I liked the angle they went with on that one, and the graphics were fantastic as well. So yeah, I'm excited to see where Shadow of the Tomb Raider goes. It's a good year for Tomb Raider. We've got a new game, new film, so hopefully everything's going to be successful and the franchise will continue. So that's it, guys. That's just a quick overview of the games I'm looking forward to playing this year when they eventually come out. I'm excited. There's a lot of great titles there, and it's probably loads more that are coming that I want to play as well. But these are the ones that really stand out the most for me at this point. So which ones are you looking forward to the most? What are the games you just can't wait to get your hands on and play now? And also, which console are you playing the most at the moment? Which one's the one that's really standing out? For me, it's the Switch. I've been caning Mario. I've been playing Mafia 3 a little bit on the PS4, but honestly, I like the game a lot. It's great, and I completed it on the Xbox when it came out, but the violence puts me off a lot, man. I still can't work. I said this with the Xbox version. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's the sound effects with the guns, the jittery nature of sometimes an enemy will pop up out of nowhere and you fire your gun in panic mode, and the animations as well, and the characters, the way they fall down. There's just something about it that just doesn't sit right with me, and it makes me feel a bit icky. I just don't know. I don't know if it's just maybe the violence in video games is starting to get me a little bit now, and it's getting, because the characters are starting to get closer to reality as well, it's starting to feel a bit wrong. And I'm also a bit sick of shooting stuff as well. I mean, I enjoy it, don't get me wrong. I always enjoy a good third-person shooter or an FPS, but sometimes you need a break, which is why I've enjoyed playing Mario so much and why I'm loving the Switch at the moment. So yeah. Anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Look forward to your comments down below. As I say, let me know what games you're looking forward to. Let me know what console is your favourite at the moment to play on as well. And I'll see you in the next video.